You're good? All right, I will call to order at 7:04 p.m. This is the Wednesday, July 8th, 2015 Finance Committee meeting. Agendas are available up front. On the agenda for tonight, we have reserve fund transfers, Finance Committee reorganizations now that we're in a new fiscal year, and then we need to just discuss our August meeting. We have other things on the agenda, but depending on how we're doing on time, we can bypass those. First order of business we have is reserve fund transfers. We have Chief Pedrazi of the Fire Department here for one for his department. Come on up, Chief.
How are you, Tony?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. It'd be better if I wasn't here. Well, I'd be upstairs.
Well, you can go upstairs afterwards.
Can never escape town hall.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a reserve fund transfer for call overtime at the fire department, correct?
Right. That was I mean, it's bottom line budget, and that was the worst offender. So that's why I put that as the target.
Okay. So you're asking for $3,500. The current balance is $438.08. And we just have remaining bills. So this will be for the last payroll for the fiscal year?
I made through the last payroll. It's for my remaining bills.
Okay, remaining
my
bills.
last warrant was
Sorry.
put in today.
Okay. Have you been to the Board of Selectmen yet for this?
I'm going next week.
You're going next week.
Yep.
I know there's an issue with our scheduling.
Yeah.
So I'll just caution the committee that any motions for approval should be pending Board of Selectmen approval. So it's dependent on that.
Absolutely.
Any questions? I have some backup here. I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I came before you,
anyone wants to look.
I had everything figured out, what I had for bills left and what I had for vacation time and to pay out towards the end of the year. And since then, I had a couple sick days and I had some vacation time that wasn't posted. The guys can carry over 48 hours of vacation time, and I always ask them to, put it up on the calendar by a certain date so I know what I have to pay out. And that didn't quite happen with a couple of them.
Marion?
And they're only obligated to give me 2 weeks' notice for the vacation. So, and the calls that we've had this year have been extraordinary. We've had more calls this year than ever.
Really?
And I don't know why. Every year we seem to increase, and I don't
You're
know.
the most popular fire department and EMT
Yeah,
service in the area.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
You're doing something right then.
Well, we do a good job. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
It costs money to provide the service.
You were busy today.
Yeah, very. Extremely busy. Yeah.
And there's never just one call.
No, we had double ambulance calls 3 times today.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. It's just the way it is. It's more routine.
Probably afford another ambulance. Might just pay for itself in no time.
Well, the ambulance enterprise fund did very well this year.
Mhm.
Friday night I just did got the final input, and we brought in $77,000 more than the year before. So,
That indicates you've been busy.
yeah, I mean, it's out all the time, but it's bringing money in.
How, just on the question on calls, how significant are you seeing the call increases like year over year? Do you track those?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ambulance, I just looked at half year, and we're 10% ahead of where we were last year at this
Wow.
time. It's crazy. It just keeps going up and up and up and up. And the fire calls, I think we're linked into the police station better now, so I think we have a little better way of tracking those calls. So they seem like they jumped up a lot, but I don't really know if they really jumped up a lot or if it was. But they have increased quite a bit too, but I don't know if it's better record keeping.
Okay.
You could have one fire call that just blow your whole budget too.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had that recycling fire at Devon's that we went to for a couple of days.
4
And it
days?
just- yeah, I mean, we were up there for 2 days. It just,
Wow.
it eats it up pretty fast at $50 an hour.
Yeah, it does. Any other questions for the chief? No? If it wills the committee, I'll take a motion for approval.
You want to try or you want me?
You want the original Scott or?
Yeah, I'll take your,
I have 2 of them. Actually, one of them's a...
Actually,
This
no,
one's an
I'm
original
gonna,
one I
hold on, I'm
signed.
gonna ask you to hold on to that. I'll
Yeah.
sign it after the Board of Selectmen
That's
approve it.
fine.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that way,
Yeah.
since our motion should be pending BOS approval.
Yep, not a problem at
Okay.
all.
I feel like this is probably my first motion, so I'd like to make a motion to transfer $3,500 to fire department account number 01220511310,
Pending,
pending Board of Selectmen
Thank you.
approval.
Second.
that was well done, by the way. for your first one.
Helps when you can read.
Do you need the number?
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it well enough, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can
If you
make.
need it. First and a second, any further discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
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 3-0, it's unanimous.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome. So it is
Thank you.
pending BOS. I'll send a note to town administrator tomorrow that we've approved it and that I will come in and sign it as soon as they approve it.
Perfect.
All right, thank you very much for
Thank
your
you
time.
very much.
Enjoy the meeting upstairs.
And hopefully I'll be back next year. It's gonna be a better year than this year.
Have a good night, Bob.
See you later. Thank you.
I have one copy of the original here. Next up on the agenda is the tree warden. So he's looking for $1,080.21. His present budget is $7.29 to pay the June 2015 phone services and mileage. So we have some.
That's a lot of mileage.
There's some backup, so we do have invoices. So he invoices us for work that he does, plus he gets a stipend for being the tree warden himself. And we disseminated that 2 or 3 years ago, and it is actually more cost effective for him to do that. He does a lot of work, which normally he would have to call someone in, but he handles a lot of it himself. Mileage doesn't look too bad. I think
Yeah,
he's
there's
just
some time
including it
involved
because it's
here.
on the invoice.
Okay, it wasn't
Yeah.
just straight out mileage.
Yeah. So it looks like a lot of his invoices. Here, if you want to take a quick look.
It appears it's 4 hours of mileage when it's actually 4 miles. He's got
Yeah.
it in the hour column, but when you do the math, you see that it's not 4 hours, it's only 4 miles.
What is the amount?
1,000.
80.21. 1080. Yeah, I first looked at it and I said, you can't drive for 4 hours in air and get someplace.
It's the big
You
circle.
You're going in a
just-
A lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then you get pulled over at some point. Someone asks you, "What are you doing?"
But there was a lot of work by this Nelson Tree Company that he did have to supervise, and not any fault of the tree warden. Some things didn't go quite well
Okay.
with Nelson, not with.
Yeah.
There were police details out there too, but Nelson pays for those, so we don't have to worry about that.
I know Mr. Dixon's not here to answer any questions or anything that we feel we need additional information on. Any concerns about the request?
I don't have any.
I don't either.
I mean, I certainly saw the
Fairly
Nelson
straightforward,
trucks a lot
Yeah.
during those time frames.
The invoices are all detailed, so I'm good with it. All right, if it wills the committee, I'll take a motion to approve.
I'd like to make a motion to approve a reserve fund transfer of $1,080.21 to be transferred to the account, the tree warden account number 01294.
Second. He's elected, so.
Yeah, we don't have to go, he doesn't have to worry about board of selectmen. Any further discussion? Sorry,
No.
I lost my train of thought there for a moment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. 3-0, it's unanimous.
That's it? No others?
No, that was it. I had put the placeholder just in case. Excellent. So that's the last of the reserve fund transfers. So now we move on to second agenda item, Finance Committee organization. So I did put in a request for reappointment with the moderator, which unfortunately he did give to me. I was sworn in yesterday.
I thought you said he didn't give it to you. And I was thinking,
He did.
well, why are you sitting? Gotcha.
Mr. Cook-Cummins has given his resignation, which I forwarded to everyone yesterday. I never received it because he actually spelled FinCom wrong on the email. And I believe Mr. Musil will be leaving us probably within the month and a half at the latest. So
Or he's hoping.
he's hoping.
Will
yes,
he
he's
be in
hoping.
attendance between now and the end of the month?
No,
Not if we
actually,
don't
this
meet.
is our only meeting
Oh,
for the
that's
month.
right, good point.
Yeah, so, excuse me. So with that being said, it's a new fiscal year. We always do reorganization of the committee. So we have appointments to fill, chairman, vice chairman, and clerk. The chairmanship, I'm willing to stay on if it's the desire of the committee. I can't do everything I've done over the last couple of years, but I'll give it my best shot.
What would you specifically not want to have to do, shall we put it?
Well, it's a lot of emails. It's a lot of chatter in the background, and it goes through phases where it's actually hard to keep up with. That being said, I want to try and figure out that balance of how to make it work, and I think it's something that challenges the committee as a whole, and actually every committee and board in town, is how do you create something that requires people's time and workload where it balances with their everyday life, that they're not afraid to give it a try. But the biggest issue I had over the last year was the personnel board. That was the biggest
Difficulty, obstacle, time
there's so
consumer.
many other
Yeah.
words I've used that are not safe for work, but yes.
No, I mean, I
And
understand
that'll be coming to conclusion in the next month and a half. So I don't know if anyone else is interested in the chairmanship.
I would like to consider, serving as chairman on this committee again, but right now I don't have the ability to pick up where you've left off. I know it's not what you really want to do, but I would certainly, unless Mary Ann, you want to pick up the ball and run with it, I'd be happy to have you stay on as chairman. However, I would like you to let us know that you need to not do it anymore, because you reach a point where, not you personally, but we all as individuals, where we can't say no, and then it becomes a difficulty for ourselves, and then we don't want to say no because we don't want to let other people down. So I say that to you, that you have to rely on us as well.
Yep.
You have to.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Part of one of the reasons why I did request reappointment was to start transitioning.
Yeah.
Whether it's, and I'll be honest, my hope, well, I won't say my hope, but my anticipation right now is I have probably 1 year left in me at the current pace. I'm hoping to find that balance internally myself where I can say no to things. But within a year would be to either step down from the chairmanship while having the transition enough to you two that, or whoever else comes on, that they can step up and there's more of a seamless transition. And if I can get to that stage, or maybe just find a balance, maybe I'll stay on the committee longer. But like right now, I'll be honest, it's a 3-year appointment, but I'm just looking at the next 12 months, to be honest. And I'm just going to kind of partition it that way and approach it that way. So
I mean, I don't know about Mary Ann, but if you need something done as chairman, there's no reason you can't ask me.
and that is my biggest fault as an individual.
I've noticed that this
I
past
take a
year,
lot in on myself, and
we all do.
Well, I've been through the committees of 5. I've been through the committees of 3.
You've been through the committees of 2.
Yeah, and you get to a stage where, and I think especially sitting as a chairman, it's kind of like this is your baby. You know,
It's
like
easier to do
it's
it.
your job. Well, it's your job to kind of keep this together.
Mhm.
And that's why I have taken on so much, is because it's like, all right, well, I don't want to overburden Mary Ann. She might be overwhelmed and she might leave. I don't want to overwhelm you. I know you have a lot going on with work and Habitat and everything else. And Chris, I didn't think would be around this long. I would lean on him a lot more, but I didn't expect him to be here this
The minute you did, he probably would have had his closing,
I
and
know,
that would have
I
been the
know,
end
I
of
know.
that.
But
We'd have to pitch a tent
yeah,
in
so,
your
and
backyard.
I know myself that's an issue that I have to deal with and I have to work with it. And I'm trying to be very conscious that the next 12 months really has to be about some kind of a transition. And if it's transitioning everything that we've accomplished as a committee that I've been in charge of, or kind of doing a lot of the heavy lifting on, and handing it off in a way that, maybe it's not exactly the way I've been doing it, but just in a way that, the next person or the
Or just
committee as a
carries
whole wants it.
forward
Yeah.
as the project.
Yeah, it was a tough internal struggle to be reappointed, because as miserable as I have been over the last year, it's also, I don't want to walk away and watch everything just unwind,
No,
because it
I get
unwinds
that.
like that.
I get that.
And over the last 3 months, I've seen, as soon as you take your foot off the pedal, everything just kind of collapses in on itself.
We had some other issues with your former job and stress there,
Yeah.
and that was certainly playing
That's work.
hard on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And believe me, I
My
understand
current
that.
job's not much better.
Well, I can't wait till mine's over, so I appreciate all that. You've got a lot longer to go than I do, but I'm literally counting days. Literally.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Mary knows what that's like.
Excellent.
But it won't be in a year. It'll be a little longer than a year, but
No, that's fine.
maybe things will work out better for you too. And
I hope so. All right, so sorry, I apologize for the tangent. So we need a chairman. Like I said, I'm willing to stay on. If
Works
it
for
was the
me.
committee.
Yep.
We need a motion, please.
I move that Scott Hood remain as chairman of the FinCom for the current term, for current year, sorry, not term, current year.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I wasn't sure if you were hesitating because you wanted to throw your hat in the ring.
I think she was waiting for you to stop right.
You sure?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, 3-0.
Somehow that didn't sound very enthusiastic, but
It was a rough day at work today.
believe me, I
I
get that
left down a
too.
bowl of cereal before I came, just so I had to. All right, the vice chairmanship. Our vice chairman has gone on to greener pastures.
Your call. Do you want to go back to clerk, or do you want to?
I would love to be the vice chair.
But, I would like to help with taking a more active role during the budget season with
Absolutely.
the Excel files and
Yeah.
putting all that together, because I think I can do that. You have it all built out, so it's just a matter of plugging in a lot of the stuff and kind of connecting all the pieces. So I'm happy to help with that.
Okay, that would
And
be
I'm
great.
more than happy not to have to do it, because I don't use Excel at all. I only use words, not numbers, so
So, any objections to Mary Ann?
I'll move
Okay.
that Mary Ann become the vice chairman.
I need a motion, please.
I move that Mary Ann become the vice chairman.
I will second the motion.
Oh, I gave it to Mary Ann, but that's all right.
You
It
can't
doesn't-
motion or second for yourself. You can vote for yourself, but you can't motion or second for yourself.
Oh, yeah, tell the Board of Selectmen that.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Can I vote for myself?
You did
Yes,
vote-
of course
I voted
you
for
can.
myself.
All right, that's true.
You could also move to yourself too. There's really no real rule. It's just, I think it's polite to let other people do that, and professional to
I would agree.
not be so egotistical about it, With that said, I guess I know where I'm going to stand. At least,
Do we have
at
anyone
least
for the clerkship? Anyone?
At least for the time
No.
being.
Mary, would you like to be our adjunct clerk?
I could probably to do that.
Yes, it wouldn't be the first time Mary's been
I'm
something.
trying to find somebody to get on your committee.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
think we all
hard.
are.
And that's the clerkship is an excellent position, I find, to really learn.
Learn.
Scott, you told me, to learn
Yes.
about
Yep.
FinCom. And
So when we get our fourth member, we can transition them in
Absolutely,
to
yeah, at
doing
that
it that
point.
way. And I'd be more than happy to work
Brian
with
did
them.
that when he was on.
Yeah,
He
I
was
started as
I think
clerk.
everybody does
And
at some
he
point
just
because
said,
nobody wants
It's a
the
learning
job.
experience of writing everything down
Yeah.
and
that's what I was told.
I'm
And it's
sitting
true.
with
Yeah,
it.
you
It's
do
true.
learn because
you can
it-
research things too if you don't
Right.
quite.
Yeah, when you're sitting here in the meeting and you're new and all the verbiage gets thrown around and you're like, then you go back and
And
you
you
start
read
going
it,
through
you
your notes
hear
because
it,
you
and
have
you
to
think
think
about
about
it.
you have to think about how to translate that into paper. That really helps you a lot. All right, so Ms. Conley for clerk, do I have a motion?
Make a motion to have Ms. Pauline Connolly as the clerk on the Finance Committee for the following year, term.
No, well, year,
Year,
yeah.
fiscal year.
fiscal year.
Term could get suggestive about a longer period of time.
If you want it, I mean, it's yours.
I've done such a miserable
Interim
job of it the last
clerk.
few months that,
Done better than some clerks I've been with.
well, the
That wasn't
budget
really close.
the budget things put me behind because they're so busy to put together, you know what I mean?
They are. I will second. So we have first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
3-0 unanimous. Thank you. So then we come down to committee appointments.
And I guess you're willing to stay on personnel board till that's,
Yes. Personnel board is first. I am asking to be reappointed to the personnel board because we are going to be reconvening in the next few weeks to put the finishing touches on the study.
now don't we simply as a finance committee designate a representative? No one else has to appoint you.
Mhm.
No, I was sworn in by the clerk for that though. When I was originally
No,
appointed.
It's a designation.
Yeah, it's a designation under the bylaw. But it doesn't matter. If you feel,
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'll follow up with the clerk just
Yeah.
to see if I have to
the
be sworn in.
bylaw says we just send a representative. We went through that when we first created the personnel board and
Mhm.
the representative was and nobody wanted me on the
No,
board of
it's a
selectmen or the
designation.
personnel board and they didn't get to say, boo. And actually it worked out really well because I got to know Chief Rizzo really well and he's an excellent teacher on personnel matters. It was his master's in personnel administration. Might not always agree with all of his viewpoints on it,
That's
but
okay.
he was a good teacher, so. I move well, we don't really need to do it by motion. You're still it.
Okay. Well, I don't know, I would like a motion because
Okay.
I'm not sure where my term technically expired and I was reappointed. I had to get sworn in for my next FinCom term, if that impacts it. I don't know.
I'll move that
I'd hate
Scott.
to get to town meeting
Yeah,
floor
it's
and
not
call
gonna be
and
a
have someone.
If we're all up in the air about the process, they're not gonna know. But I will move that Scott remain as the personnel board representative from the finance committee.
Seconded.
Second it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Last one is capital planning.
That's gonna be tough.
This is a tough one because of the time that they meet. If no one is available to do it now, we can leave it open. They will not
I
actually start
think
I
we
was
should.
gonna
doing meetings.
suggest that.
During
so
the day.
It's
Mhm.
like 4 o'clock in the
4
afternoon.
or 5 in the
Yeah.
afternoon. Depending on the day of the week, I could make 5 o'clock without too much difficulty.
Yeah.
But
I'll so yeah, if no one has the time to make it, I certainly do not myself. I know that Mr. Cook-Cummins is actually asking to be appointed as a citizen representative. to
excellent.
Capital Planning. He has offered to come and give us
And
any
keep us
information if for
updated.
some reason no one can make the meetings. So we'll still
Perfect.
have him as a tangent. And he's offered the same thing for the school building
I was
committee.
gonna ask about that.
He'll give us timely updates as needed if they're, so I'll ask him to come in probably September timeframe. to get it
So
done.
will he be a citizen rep on the school building committee? Because I was
Yes,
going to
he will.
suggest we designate him as our representative.
I can ask about the
Doesn't matter.
logistics around that.
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
to me if he's going to be on anyway.
Yeah.
If he had not thought to do that or didn't want to stay on, I was going to ask if we could ask him to at least represent us until we had somebody, because he might as well finish that project
And
out.
that's what
'cause
he
it-
wants. He wants to see it through.
Absolutely.
What he said.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we'll leave capital planning open for now. No problems.
And you have time anyway, because we don't start meeting till the fall.
Right.
So moving
Which isn't
on.
too far away,
Well, I know,
unfortunately.
Summer's already over. Didn't you know that?
No,
I heard that.
I
Once 4th of
refuse.
July comes, summer's over.
Hey, it's getting dark every night by a few more minutes, and it's not making me happy. I look forward to December 23rd already, because that's when they start getting longer again.
Okay, August meeting.
Everybody pull out their phones and somebody say.
Looking
bad
at the
thing.
calendar, we're scheduled for the 12th. I am unavailable on that night. So my question is, do we want to just push it off towards our second scheduled meeting on the 26th?
I will not be able to make the 26th. The week
Okay.
of the 26th.
Do we want to do the 19th? Let's split
Want
the
to
difference.
split the difference at the 19th?
I can do the week of the 19th.
Okay, 19th works.
When is Lisa going to have the books closed? I know she doesn't have to
For
do
the
them until the
fiscal year?
15th, yeah.
Board of Selectmen meeting next week, which is the 15th, so she should have everything
By the end of
completely
the month.
done within a few weeks. I think she should just be waiting on the RFTs at this point.
If there is anything that needs to be done before the 19th for any reason, is there a possibility that we could get
RFTs have to
together
be approved by
July 30th?
10th,
Oh,
July 10th.
No, yeah.
Oh, I thought that,
So this
oh,
is
okay,
it. We're done.
okay.
Yeah, we're done with RFTs.
All right. For some reason, I know one, or I thought
That's
not
why I
one
was
year we
freaking out
didn't.
about quorum.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't have done that to you. Because I thought it was until, we had until the 15th to do the final books and then RFTs after that.
No, RFTs
Okay.
have to be done before the books are
Not a
finalized. If for some reason, because we will have, what's that, like a 7-week period between meetings, don't forget to come back.
I won't.
I'll reach out to everyone if there's anything that is urgent that we may need to meet on. And then on those meetings, it'll be more flexible on the time and the date, et cetera.
Okay. Do we know what the balance is in the reserve fund that will be going back to general? Or Lisa will give us that, right?
She'll give it to us. I'm trying to remember she gave me one the last meeting. I forgot to request one for tonight. I think it's in excess of $100,000.
That's left over.
I believe so.
Well, we don't have any.
What did you
They-
start off with this year?
3?
Is this the high year? I forget.
I think so.
1 year.
Yeah, it was 3.
I think it was 3.
Yeah.
Plus 50 for legal in a separate. But we have no health insurance transfer this year, apparently. We have no vocational school tuition.
And that's
We
always
have
been the
no
biggest deal.
busing. So that's good.
Yeah. And no last minute lawsuits either.
No, don't say that yet. The month isn't over.
All right. Nothing on old business yet. Mail. Didn't have any mail. It was just the reserve fund transfer.
Excellent.
Sorry. Minutes. We have 2 meeting minutes we can do tonight if we want to get those off, or we can just set aside
Do the whole
August.
package and do them in August. Entirely up to you
What's
guys.
your consensus?
Up to you. If you haven't printed out, maybe we just.
I have 2 sets printed out.
Let's do them. Let's get
Um,
them off. Make the list look a little bit better.
Chip it down a little bit.
2 less than we have to do. I did have, and the question still remains in here, and Scott, knowing you, you're going to know the answer,
Which one?
where the blank line is.
Market. 75th percentile of market.
Go ahead and write that in there. I knew you'd know. Super. Okay, then, with that,
So actually, we have to make sure all three of us are on those.
Mary Ann was not here on the 28th. So, I mean, it'll
Actually, yeah, we
have to
can
be
approve it. Yeah,
approved.
it has to be approved anyway.
It
so
has
that's
to be
fine.
approved.
Okay.
So I will move that we approve the meeting minutes for January 28th, 2015, which did include the summary of the budget session we had that meeting. It was the only one that wasn't a separate.
Actually, Marion was not at that one, right?
Right.
I will second then for approval. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone abstain, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I didn't sign it either. You were on the February 11th meeting.
That's when I recovered from the flu and my.
You were
conjunctivitis.
late. Yeah, you were late, but you were here. Because John was able to confirm that. I just never made the change.
Conjunctivitis is not fun.
No.
I had that once. It was miserable.
And that was correct. So cross that out. Okay, so you want to know what we talked about that night?
A refresher. Yeah.
The RFT for the town accountant, DPW deficit spending, always a hot topic. We went over the omnibus for about the 14th time.
I think that was the 17th.
Okay. Did a couple of minutes. No committee updates, except for personnel board, which is in here somewhere. I don't even remember where. Oh, the non-union compensation study. And
Was
that was
that
it.
the dead horse that we brought up and just started beating again?
Quote, not a perfect solution, but a step in the right direction. I keep thinking of this, and I have words I can't even articulate in the privacy of my own home about it. But we won't go there.
It's gotten better since that point.
Will be presented to the Board of Selectmen and then scheduled for a public hearing. I had question marks in there, I don't know why. And that still has to be done in the public hearing and put on the warrant, but we'll get that done. That was
There you go.
that was it.
Was everyone present for that one?
Everyone was present for
Okay.
that. So I will move that we approve the February 11th, 2015 minutes.
Second.
First and the second, any further discussion? Being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone else?
You know, we are the only committee that signs them.
Really?
That began way back.
So do we not need to?
Minutes,
No, we're supposed to be signed.
we sign out, the board.
Oh, do you?
Mm.
You know, there is not a requirement that the entire committee do it. It's
I'll have to ask the clerk.
it's just a style. It's just a committee style. It's not a requirement. The traditionally it's signed by the clerk once they're approved, but Marion's not going to sign those. But it's not a requirement of any. No minutes have to be signed. Thank you. In fact, if you look at the selectmen's minutes, there are no signatures on 99% of them. Except, I think one year Frank came in and signed them all when he was no longer on. I remember that.
All right, so moving on. So speaking of Frank,
Speaking of
upcoming business. I would like to, so one of the things, there's a couple of things that I feel were left undone at the end of the last fiscal year, which is another reason why I requested the appointment. One of those is the analysis of Devon's. It's been something that I've been talking about doing for a few years, and Mr. Maxon has called me at home a few times to request that I do that, offering his help anywhere. So I would just want to put it on here. I would like just if there are any issues from the committee, if I start looking at that over the next few months, it will be, I want to try and take a more, I guess, cumulative look at the situation itself, work with the assessor and get the tax information for the revenue side, reach out to each of the departments to see what kind of impact it would have on staffing, services, et cetera. And try and come up with something. Not necessarily, I mean, there's not really like a deadline like we needed for fall town meeting, but just something, and I think if we can at least get the ball rolling, it may actually pick up some momentum. So if there are any objections, please raise them now. Okay. The 5-year budget model, that is still 90% done. So what I'm would like to do over the next couple months is to have a meeting with the town accountant, the town administrator, a representative of the Board of Selectmen, and Marianne, maybe if you want to start looking at some of the schedules, et cetera, I'll include you in on that just to kind of review it and have a excuse me, just kind of have a consensus or a methodology of how we want to budget the next 5 years out. So just want to put that out there.
That's an Excel project that I can read, but I can't put together.
It's built.
Every time I try to do something on one of those things.
You're a Mac user, right? I mean,
Well, not at work. I do PC stuff at work, but in Excel and whatever the Mac program is, do not play nice together at all. But we get these Excel spreadsheets at work too that show us what things need to be done and so on and so forth. And I'm always messing it up. Thankfully, they come in read only, so the only copy I'm messing up is mine. But I mean, we have to keep track of our trials on an Excel spreadsheet. Half the time I can't even find mine, let alone.
All right, committee updates.
I'm told it's very easy to use, and a lot of people love it. So maybe I can get a lesson.
School building capital, we don't have anything for that. My updates, personnel board is going to reconvene in the next few weeks. We did receive I think it was a 4-page summary from the town administrator on the study. He has all the approval of the department heads for the job descriptions, which are really the big sticking point when we put it on the back burner. The personnel board anticipates, well, let me rephrase that. Myself, the town administrator, and I believe the chairman of the personnel board has the same. We should be able to bang everything out in like one extended session. It may take 2, depending on how much discussion, but we think we can put all the dot the i's and cross the t's in that amount.
If I say hopefully finalize the plan for town meeting?
It'll be finalized, then we need to go through another public hearing. Then there's the formality stages that we have to put together. We'll need to figure out what the financial impact is also at that point in time. So at our September meetings, we may be looking for identifying a funding source.
And what is that thing called that I can't even think of the name of?
The thing.
The report, the compensation thing.
Compensation study.
I couldn't think of the word compensation.
It's been a long day. So that's all we have. Finance Committee roundtable. I'll open up to the members first. Anything? Okay, all I'll say is when we get down to 3, you two aren't allowed to leave. That's all I have to say. Marianne, do you have anything? Sorry, Mary, do you have anything?
I always have something. Just one thing.
I almost didn't ask for that reason.
I know that. I've reached an age where I just don't take personal offense anymore. I'm used to it. I'd like, for the fall, if you could find out from the tax collector how much money is owed to us. We haven't had anything for a while, and I know that the last 34th quarters have closed, so I would think by the fall, I mean, it helps when you're planning budgets and knowing how much we're
It's still
chasing
due.
after. That's right.
I will say I don't have an exact number, but I will say this. I had a conversation with her about 2-3 months ago about that, and she said that the outstanding balances are cleaning up very well. Simply being proactive in sending notices to people that they owe money has been very effective. But I will get that for you at some point this fall.
There's always some, I know we've cleared some because some properties that were in tax money have been sold, and that's good for us, but I'd like, by the fall, if you could just get
We
a
should,
number.
we should have an
Yeah, we
update on that
should.
before we start the budget. That's
Yeah, I
absolutely
think
right.
maybe for the August meeting, I had done it a couple years ago where we went down reports we wanted to request from the certain departments and the frequency. Maybe I'll add that to the agenda going forward. We can have that conversation. That's something we should be getting on a timely basis. Take care of it, Mary. Don't you worry. Take care of my
All right.
groupies.
All right.
Now, there was something I was going to just suggest and it flew right out of my
As I
head.
think I asked the Board of Selectmen, probably for the fall, to give us an update on the OPEB account, so that we could find out what's going on with
Yeah,
that.
we should take a look at
And if
OPEB too.
if things follow what you're reading in the papers, is health insurance is going to skyrocket.
Health insurance is going to bankrupt us all. Where are we on the approval of the bylaw change for the appointment of the FinCom? Do you know if
It's
the
all
town clerk has got that all
Yeah,
resolved from
it's
the
all
AG?
set. We did receive
Okay,
the email
that's enough.
2 weeks ago. I think we got that. Yeah.
I went through them real
Attorney
quick
General.
today, but I didn't see that one.
It wasn't the hey, it's done email. It was a forward from the town administrator, and you actually had to open the attachment and read it a couple of times. So-
Doesn't work so
Oh,
well
I
on-
guess we're good.
Do you all get a ton of junk email on the FinCom email address?
No, I don't.
I get gads of it.
Really?
Gads
Talk
of
to
it.
Cindy. She should be able to block some of
No,
them.
the only thing that I've seen is that former FinCom members sometimes still have emails coming to them through the finance committee.
That shouldn't be happening. But no, I have gads and gads and gads of junk email. But I've had this email address for a long time, so maybe I'm just,
It's been around for a while. People pick up on
but I mean, this is stuff that has nothing to do with the town of Ayer. I think I'll find out if I can't just start
You should
deleting
be able
them.
to block them so that they're indefinitely blocked.
it. You can't delete emails because there's copies of every email that comes into your inbox. We have the backup
That's
system
right
in
too,
place.
so I can just get
anything-
rid of all of them.
I
I mean, I
didn't
have
realize
hundreds
that.
and
And
hundreds and
If
hundreds.
you
I
need
never
a mass
deleted an
cleanup, you can.
I don't delete
I think
any
you
at
can
work.
talk to Cindy. I think she'll do a mass cleanup for you of your inbox because she has a different interface. It's a lot faster. So reach out to her. Okay. Because I think John ran out of
Space?
space
Yeah, I
last
did
year.
once too, yeah.
So talk to Cindy. She's
All right.
great. She'll definitely help you out. Upcoming schedule, we agreed August 19th. I'll warn you, I actually have to go check with my wife. If
You don't really mean August, the 22nd, right? The
August.
week of. Well, am I in the wrong? Hold
No,
on.
the 19th is the Wednesday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was on my calendar.
Would you
I'm
like
sure
to
it
meet
is.
on that
That's
Saturday?
question.
No.
No,
On the
no, I
22nd?
don't. I don't. I was in the wrong year, maybe.
I do have plans that week.
Yes, the 19th, yes.
19th's good?
Yes, fine.
Okay.
Okay. And if there's nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
You're on a roll.
Move to make a motion to adjourn at 7:48 p.m.
Second. I love the precision of the time.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.